in the Microsoft Learning Zone. I'm Christina Warren, and I'm joined right now by Julianne, and we're actually going to talk a little bit about some of the learning things that you can do here at Microsoft Build, including this is the interactive quiz wall, right?
That's right, yeah.
So what is this? What's going on with this?
They've been quizzing, they've been essentially asking questions to attendees and seeing, testing their knowledge on different topics. And so it's been pretty fun to see the answers that we get and the interaction with attendees as well. It's been great.
That's fantastic. And so yeah, this booth, I mean, it's like lunchtime, and so this area has been full already, but now it's just super
it's really
full.
buzzing.
It's been buzzing all day, which has been great to see. One of the things you work on is certification. And so Microsoft Learn, which is like kind of our learning platform, there's a lot of ways people can learn skills on that, but how does that align with people who want to get certified?
Yeah, so we've made some big changes back in the fall, and so the way that we create training at Microsoft has changed in that we are aligning all of our micro-learning training, or instructor-led training, and our certifications so that it's really a seamless experience for our customers. And so that means if you're interested in Azure Admin, you can dive into Microsoft Learn. You have the option to go on to instructor-led and then take the exam and get certified in that role. And so we've made that change. We've had great positive feedback from our customers, and really we feel that it really sets them up for success a lot better, and it really helps them be successful in their role. So that whole role-based approach is really proving to be really successful for us.
That's great. And so how many, I guess, certifications do we have as kind of part of the program right now?
Yeah, we have 23 certifications that we've launched, role-based certifications that we've launched in September, and several more coming up in the remainder of this calendar year and next calendar year as well. So we're very bullish about what the future holds for certifications.
That's great. And so kind of the idea would be that people can start with Learn, they go through what their role is, what they're wanting to learn about, go through those processes, modules, and then if they need more help, we have instructor-led classes.
Yeah.
Where they can learn, where they can get more prep if they need to, and then they can immediately kind of, I guess, register and take the test.
That's right. Yeah, you've essentially got three modalities. You've got our micro-learning, which is on Microsoft Learn. We also have an ecosystem of about 1,200 learning partners across the globe that can help you with instructor-led training. And then, of course, we have all of our exams and certifications that are available for them to take. And then we also have our training day events. These are free events that are available for individuals to go attend and essentially learn all about Azure or Microsoft 365 or Dynamics.
Amazing. And so where can people go if they want to get started with some of the certification specific things?
Yeah, I'd say, the front door to it all is really Microsoft Learn. So Microsoft.com/learn is really where to go to get all of that information. You'll get information on the micro-learning, the learning paths that we have, everything that is role-based, in addition to just, kind of the conduit to get to learning partners and then to get to certification as well. So, yeah.
This is great. And so I think that what's really nice about this is that it's giving people kind of a chance to, it's not as intimidating if they're wanting to get certified, right? That's right. It kind of steps you through the process, because sometimes, especially if you're in like a new role and you're maybe trying to upskill, it can be intimidating. You're thinking, oh, I have to do all of these classes and I have to have all this stuff and I don't even know where to start.
That's right.
And this gets you in the door. And then if you need more, you can go there. You can work with some of our learning partners.
Exactly.
Or maybe you feel like you have a good fundamentals, you're playing around with it, and you just want to go straight and take the exam.
Yeah, and you can help, and you can, it's really easy to ease into it. There's also ways to assess your skills too, right? Assess where you are in the process and see whether you're a good candidate for certification if you're ready for it. So we have practice tests. We also have our learning partners that can help assess your skills and see where you're at in the process and how much more training or where your gaps are to be able to pass that certification exam.
I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much, Julianne. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to walk over and we are going to visit this very cool learning wall, this mural that has actually been done in real time as this whole event has been going on. Hi, James. What's going on?
Good to see you. Good to see
you again. So tell me about this. What is this?
So when this started, when we got here at Ignite, this was a blank wall.
Yes.
Yeah, and as part of the Learn Experience area, we wanted to invite attendees in to tell us what are they here to learn. Build is a learning event, obviously.
Yes.
Our customers send their employees here, And so we wanted to capture like what's the sentiment, what's interesting to people. And so we had folks fill out a postcard.
Yes, and I actually filled this one out myself. This is me.
So the idea is it's a note to your future self. So it's a commitment that you're making to your own learning journey. You know, are you learning technology? Do you want to learn Chinese? Do you want to learn to cook? We've had some really fun examples show up over the course of the 2 days.
Amazing.
And the mural has been expanding and evolving over the last 2 days.
And if we can get some of the detail on this from our film crew, this is amazing because in addition to having the things that you want to learn, and as you can see, we've got things like Stack and Azure and containers and Cosmos. These are, you were explaining to me, these are the things that you want to do with what you learn?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, the idea is like, why do I want to learn, you know, fluent design? So it's maybe so I can get a job. Maybe it's so I can impress my boss. Maybe it's so I can impress my friends. We've had a lot of like awesome creative examples. Why would I want to learn Chinese?
Maybe so I want to communicate with the world.
Communicate with more
right
people.
Here.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Orchestrate with the world. Impress my friends. I love that.
Yeah, teach my grandchildren. Be super cool. That's what I want.
That's amazing.
And the artists found an amazing local artist here in Seattle, Shogo. This has just been evolving over the last few days, so just to see how the creativity has just emerged, and you know, the idea that everybody on this learning journey is just going to where they want to be into the future.
No, and I love this. I mean, like this has been, like you said, this was a blank wall when Build started. The first day of Build, this was completely blank, and I've been seeing him continuing to add little things in, and you know, paint on new things as more postcards come out. And what's cool too is that when people fill this out, this isn't just a one-off thing, right? This is actually a real postcard.
Yeah, these are, you know, basically stamped, and we're going to mail them to folks that decided to give them to us. And so 2 weeks from now, you're going to get a nice reminder to yourself that you want to learn Chinese.
Yes, and I do want to learn Chinese, and we don't yet have the modules for learning Chinese in Microsoft Learn, but things are localized.
Yes, that's
so
true.
I could kind of like watch in English with Chinese subtitles.
You could build an Azure VM in Chinese as a way to test your knowledge.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing to do. That might be a little bit advanced for me, if I'm being honest. That might be. What do you want to learn? Like, what was your card?
Oh, you know, I put want to learn more about Kubernetes and AKS.
Yeah.
And I think mine on here was I want to be able to orchestrate the world.
Orchestrate the world. I like that. Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it is a great orchestrator and whatnot. I'm with you. Like, I know a lot about containers, but I'm still like, when it comes to the whole Kubernetes thing, that's where I kind of am like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the awesome aspect of the world we live in technology is there's something to learn always.
Always.
And so if you keep yourself naturally curious, if you just have like a lifelong learning kind of as part of your DNA, that's what has made my career what it is today. I think a lot of us would say the same.
I'm absolutely the same way. The one thing I can like say is like, people ask me all the time, like, you know a lot about all different things. I'm like, I love to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, always be learning, you know, like that's always, and there's so much stuff out there. And like at a conference like this, where again, it can kind of be overwhelming to see all the different things that are going on, it's good to know that no one knows it all.
No.
We all, and honestly, that's exciting, right? It's always exciting to say, there's this other thing that I can do, and there's this other thing that I can have this pathway to, and that I can do these great things with, which is, I think, what this whole really kind of indicates.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we're all works in progress, and so it's just part of being human, right?
Definitely.
But events like this, you just opened your mind to all the new things that are happening. So
I love it. And this, I've said this a couple times with this whole space. There's so many people here. It's been so full, which has been so great to see because you know sometimes people hear, oh, learning, they think training, oh, it's going to be boring.
Yeah, training is kind of boring, right?
Right, it can be, right? But like this is different. It's like, no, I'm getting into things that are really cool and that I like, and then maybe it can help my job, help maybe my lifestyle, to do other things, help the world maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And we strive that hopefully what you experience on Microsoft Learn isn't completely boring. Like we strive to make it awesome. We try to make it engaging. It's real world scenarios about how you solve problems in your business. So it's built by engineers for engineers, and we hope you enjoy it. And we'd love to hear from you. Either way,
give us feedback for more things that you want. All right, well, James, thank you so much for showing me this wall. This is so great. Thanks for talking with me so much here, and we're going to now head back to more live content.